What's good? My name is McWilliams. For people who may not know me, I'm from Miami, Florida. The reason why I made this video is to share my story. I feel like I've been through a lot of trials and tribulations in my life, and I like to share how I overcame it. So a little about myself. I played football since I was 6 years old, played throughout high school, blessed to get 10 plus scholarships, and the route that I chose was University of Florida. During my years at UF, I dealt with a lot of injuries. I had a torn ACL, torn both of my hamstrings, a high ankle sprain, tore my Achilles. It was a roller coaster for me, but I knew I put my mind to it, I could overcome it. One thing that I told myself is pain is inevitable and suffering is optional. However, I decided to go a different route, went to Purdue and started, working out in the off season, went back home. Unfortunately, after leaving a workout session, I got into a car accident. It was my friend and I who was not wearing a seatbelt, who was on the highway. A car came by, I got slashed some tires. My car started spinning. I'm doing my best to maneuver the wheel, put us in the safe zone. It happened so fast that I noticed we were just aiming for a wall. And at that point, my reaction was just to put my arm over my friend and just pray that I won't fly this vehicle and everything will be straight. I don't know how long I was out for. It could be a couple seconds, could be a couple minutes. I really don't know. As I woke up, I looked to my right and I noticed my friend, his head was on my shoulder and he was just shaking with like foam coming out his mouth. And then I was looking at him, telling him like, yo, stay strong, like come on, like please bro, please. And trying to open the door, but on my side was the wall, so it's a small crack. Put my hand out the door, try to scream for help, knowing that nobody would listen, out of breath. At that point, I was like in survival mode, like stay calm, breathe. Firefighters came, they asked me all these questions, like what's my name, how old I am, when's my birthday. But asked for my mom's number. At the time, I didn't know it. She always changed the number. I got tired of memorizing it. But I told her my girlfriend number. Called her. I noticed that they was talking back to her, so she answered the phone. And at that point, I was like, finally, like I'm safe, like I can rest, Going into the fire truck, me and my friend were separate. We wasn't in the same one. But going in the fire truck, or ambulance, I can't even tell you honestly which one it is. But they kept saying like, oh, my eye looks really bad. I think he's going blind. At that point, I didn't think really much of it. I was like, yeah, all right, man, whatever y'all say. I know my eyes are swollen, like it's cool. Got to the hospital. It was actually the hospital that my sister worked at, at the time. They laid me down. Doctors keep saying like, wow, his eyes look bad, it's bad. Like I think he went blind. See my sister come in the room. I'm like, stay strong, I still had faith at the time. I ain't think much of it. Daughter came, looked me in my eye, and asked me if I could see the light. And I was like, no, I can't see it. And they didn't feel comfortable going with eye surgery, so they sent me to an eye specialist. As I left the hospital, I seen like my family, I seen like mom, dad, brothers, sisters, my girl, I seen my grandma, auntie, cousins, I seen like a good support team. Went to the ambulance, headed to the eye specialist. They told me I was getting surgery in 2 hours. I'm like, okay, so I couldn't eat nothing. Waiting, I was in a lot of pain, my eye was swollen. Kept asking like, can I have like medicine for my eye? Like, please, doctor, like I'm in pain. He kept saying, no, no, no. It came to about 5 hours and I still didn't get surgery. So she showed like no sympathy, like at all. But this one doctor, and he was African American. Then I asked him like, yo, what's up? Like why I can't get no medicine? And he was like, I don't know, man. It's like whatever she said. At that point, I feel like it was because like I'm black. I don't know, because I was mad at the point, So as time went by, I didn't get surgery until the 5th day. Like the 5th day, I didn't get surgery. So now I was like, damn. And I was in the hospital alone. At that time, it was Corona. I didn't have family with me. And I was just like stuck on the bed, like just thinking about like my life, thinking about like football, I'm supposed to transfer in a couple weeks. Yeah, a lot of things were going through my mind. Fast forward, I went to the eye surgery. They asked me like, hey, is it cool that we do eye surgery right now? Like right now, and I was like, I asked my mom, I'm a mama's boy, I ain't gonna lie. And then they was like, man, you 21. I'm like, straight. Like, you don't need to ask her. Basically, it was up to me, and everything was up to me, and so I felt pressured in there. I'm like, yeah, go ahead, like, do it. Going through the surgery, I'm thinking they're gonna put me to sleep. They basically just put a needle in my eye to numb it. I see these needles, like, coming to me, and they was like digging in my eye. They was like grabbing scissors. They was like cut that right there. And I don't know, I kind of panicked. I told them it hurt. Like, stop. They stopped. Then that's when they gave me some gas mask. I went to sleep. Came out of surgery, and I'm like, thank God, like, finally, I'm done. Like, I'm safe. And came to find out, it was like, oh no, like, the surgery was just to put your eye in place. Now we need to do another surgery to see if you can gain some vision. Going through that surgery was like the hardest part of my life. So basically, the doctor said my chances of getting the vision back is like a Hail Mary in football, like last play the game. And I played football since I was 6 years old. And I know them chances is low, but I still have faith. You know, I'm like, you'll be straight. Went home, try to be strong for the family, you know, about going through like a lot of mixed emotions. Prayed every night. Like every night I prayed. I remember like going to sleep scared because I was afraid I would wake up and not see again. I want to live every moment. I'm just seeing, like, I appreciated like being able to see so much that I kind of didn't want to go to sleep. Going through a lot of mixed emotions and just praying, man. I was trying to get like a closer connection with God. Like I was down, like bad. I wasn't there mentally at all. I was on my phone trying to search up like how can I gain vision? What can I do? And I felt like I couldn't do nothing. It was out of my hands, I was out of control. All I had to do was just wait to see the results. So now, like, the day coming, I wake up, you know, I'm about to get a surgery to see if I can get any kind of vision, like even a small amount. Going in there still, just praying, you know, just praying the whole time in the waiting room. Seen a lot of other people going through the same thing that I was going through. That made me see, like, crazy, man. Like, you never know. Like, I never thought I'd be sitting here right now. Went in the room, started surgery, they put me to sleep, woke back up. I remember my mom was there. I asked her, like, what's up? Like, what's up? Like, I'm good? Whatever. Cause I had like a patch over the eye at the time. So I'm like, did I make it? Like, we straight? And then she'll tell me to call. So when she said that, in my head, I was like, okay. So we in the car, and that's when she tell me, like, look, the doctors tried everything they could. It wasn't successful. But the good news is, like, I didn't have to go through no more surgeries. So that's when it kind of hit me. By the time, I was still trying to stay strong for my parents. The good news was I didn't have to get surgery no more. So I was happy about that. Like, finally, at least, I'm done with surgery. I can move on. Next day, you gotta go back to the hospital for a checkup. And so that's when the doctor told me I got an option. I can keep this eye in, my normal eye, and live on with my life. But I have a little bit of pain sometimes, and this eye, my other eye, can get affected, and this eye can go blind. So now I'm like, fuck, like, damn, like, something, like, again, I gotta go through the surgery. I'm like praying, home, still stuck. I'm sad. I'm not gonna lie, I was down bad. My mental health wasn't right. I know they say not to question God, but I had hella questions. I was asking, like, why me? Like, why do I deserve it? And I'm sure as I'm hurt, I felt more for my family, like what they see me go through. It was very, just tragic for me. But, I was like, I decided to just go with the surgery and replace his eye, because I didn't want this other eye go blind. And fast forward until like my last surgery, and I'm like, okay, this is the last one. And I was starting doubting myself, like, should I go this route? Like, should I just keep my eye in? And then maybe someday, I get vision. Maybe the doctors fucked up. Like, I was trying to blame something else, and I couldn't really, like, reality didn't really hit me yet. I wasn't really worried, but I was like, whatever, let me just do the safest route, because I was scared to go blind in both eyes. Did the surgery. That was the most painful thing I've ever been through. After the surgery, like 2 hours later, the medicine started to wear off, and the only prescription they gave me was, I believe, Tylenol at the time. And that wasn't working. My head was aching bad. I couldn't move, I couldn't talk. I can take pain, I'm not gonna lie. I told my mom, like, you know, like call the ambulance, like please, like I'm in pain. And then she called them. They took me to the hospital. One hospital basically didn't want to give me no prescription for. I had to go to a different hospital. They stick me with an IV and the pain went away immediately. As I was like finally like I can rest, like relax and sleep after like weeks going by. So as I got home, I noticed that my right eye was sensitive to light. So I couldn't really be on my phone as much. You know, I had my family, I had my girl do research about monocular vision. I wanted to learn how to adapt this new life that I had. I was searching on glasses just to see if they had created something that helped me see on my left side. I felt like I felt defeated. I felt a little like I can't figure the word. I felt like I wasn't normal. I feel like I had a disadvantage in life. I feel like I couldn't experience the whole thing. I know everybody feel for me and they say like you'll be all right. Like God gives his toughest battles to his strongest soldiers. But you know, I get tired of hearing that. You know, at that point I was like, man, I'm tired of being tough. Like I've been through enough already in my life. Every day I struggle, and the biggest thing I probably struggled with was, you know, accepting the new me. I hated to look in the mirror, honestly. I couldn't see like this image on my face. I knew a big part of me was like missing, and I don't know, something that actually like just took me like a while. I overcame that. I loved like my new appearance, but at first it was a struggle, you know, like walking in public and people staring at you, and you just feel different in the room. Like you feel loud in there. Like I said, with the support of my family, you know, I was able to push through that. I love the new image of me, honestly. I'm not just saying I really love it. I actually thank God for it. You know, I love the look. And this actually made me like a stronger person, honestly. When I look back at it now, of all the things that I've been through, it made me a stronger man. It made me a better person in every aspect of life. Something that I learned in this experience is no matter what you go through in life, no matter how bad you're down, honestly, like stick it through. I never thought that I'll be the man that I am today. I never thought that I embrace this new image and this new chapter of my life. One thing that I really learned was to love myself. Fuck what anybody else think. This is who I am. I love this new me, this new chapter of my life. So what next for me in my life? You know, I have some ideas I've been chalking down, and you know, just keep an eye open. Hey, but shout out to people who got monocular vision. Anybody who's going through something hard in their life and want to talk, I'm here for you. Just drop a comment, DM me, I'll reach out.